Dr Litha Magingxa, who is an agricultural economist at the Land Bank. Thanks so much for your time on SABC News. First, talk to us about what exactly the Land Bank does.
The Land Bank is an agricultural finance institution. So we fund agriculture throughout the value chain, from primary agriculture, all the different parts of it, all the way to agribusinesses that are involved in this space. And we do this through our network of branches, which we have in all the provinces of the country. But we do have clients that also approach us directly in our head office. We also have a number of service level agreements with partners such as cooperatives who on land on our behalf in the agricultural sector, and who perform other tasks as directed by the Land Bank and aligned with our policies.
Okay. We're focusing specifically on the rural economy today. How do farmers, emerging farmers, particularly black emerging farmers, access the Land Bank and the services and programs that you have specifically for them?
So, like I said, we do have a presence throughout the country, and that's our primary point of contact with emerging farmers. We of course, when we talk about emerging farmers, we're talking about, in the main, small and medium enterprises within the agricultural space. And our experience, the Land Bank is an old institution, but although it's an old institution, you will know that it's only after 1994 when it started lending also to black people. Otherwise, before then, it was exclusively for white farmers. So in the process of introducing new entrants into the agriculture sector, there are certain themes that we observe that are emerging, which are becoming kind of challenges for new entrants. And one of them simply is, of course, these are people who are looking for affordable funding. And for most of them, they also have a gap when it comes to balancing the loan amount that is required with own equity contributions, collateral, and other things. And also, a very important aspect is the level of technical support that is available to them, which is almost non-existent in most cases. And this is technical support that you cannot run a farming business without.
Mm-hmm. Is it only loans, or is it loans and grants and other models of providing money or assistance?
So you're raising a very good point, because the issue of looking at how we reduce the debt burden on these new entrants is actually one of our main preoccupations. So there are a number of interventions that we have, and most of them with partners. We partner with, for instance, with the Department of Agriculture in what is called a blended finance initiative. So you blend the debt with a grant element. And what this does is it reduces the debt burden on the enterprise, and it makes the loan affordable. And it improves the chances of the new enterprise being successful. So we have this specific one with the Department of Agriculture, but we also have with other players in the private sector, industry. We have, for instance, a fund that we established together with the deciduous fruit industry. It's where we created a special purpose vehicle called HOTFIN, which finances primarily, in fact, which finances black emerging farmers that work in that space in the deciduous. It's a 600 million fund. 300 million is coming from the Land Bank as a debt element. There's money that's coming from the Jobs Fund, 200 million, and there's an element which is 0% or mezzanine fund, and then there is a grant element that is coming from the Jobs Fund. So there's industry, there's jobs fund, and then there's the land bank. And these are the kind of initiatives, in our view, that are actually, if you expand them, you can be able to achieve significant scale and depth and be able to really make an impact in the agricultural sector. We have others which perhaps in the interest of time that I'm not going to break apart. We have with different, we have for instance another one with the Citrus Growers Association, which is also partly financed by the Jobs Fund and others.
As we wrap up, Dr. Magingxa, can you talk to us about how if someone is watching here and wants to access these funds, I know you've spoken about the branches, but how they can access information about the land bank, whether it's on your social media, your websites or the like?
Go to our website directly. You will find all the contact information, but you can also visit any of our branches and you will be directed in terms of how to link up with the land bank.
Dr. Litha Magingxa, who is an agricultural economist at the Land Bank, joining us there, talking about a focus on the rural economy. It's time for a short break. When we come back, we're going to bring you a story of a woman from Chesterville Township outside Durban who accidentally became a small-scale farmer, as well as Arabile giving you a little bit of an update on the market picture. Do stay with us on Point.